Hello Tribuners, back again with me Nazela Azahra in the Just News program. The list of heads of state present at the G20 includes 17 people consisting of 16 heads of state members and European Union delegations. The G20 Summit will be held from Tuesday 15 November 2022 to Wednesday 16 November 2022 in Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia. The heads of the G20 member states gradually came to Dewata Island. Apart from the main meeting at the G20 forum, they will also hold bilateral meetings with their respective agendas. Quoted from the AFP news agency on Sunday, 3rd November 2022, this is a list of heads and their agendas. First, U.S. President Joe Biden. The U.S. President will reaffirm U.S. leadership on the world stage and rally his allies in the West to follow Washington's effort to isolate Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. Prior to that, Biden will hold direct talks with China's President Xi Jinping. There is always a topic that China and the U.S. can talk about, given that Washington and Beijing are the loggerheads over a wide range of issues, ranging from trade to human rights and the status of Taiwan. Second, China's President Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping is attending the G20 Summit after securing a third term as chairman of the Chinese Communist Party and president of the country. In addition to meeting Biden, he will also speak with French President Emmanuel Macron. The meeting comes less than 2 weeks after hosting German Chancellor Olaf Scholz in Beijing. Third, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Russia, Sergei Lavrov. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov will lead the Russian delegation after President Vladimir Putin is unable to attend. The Kremlin said that Putin could not attend because of scheduling problems. According to AFP, this is Russia's attempt to protect Putin from criticism on the international stage. Previously, Lavrov walked out of the G20 foreign ministers meeting in Bali in July 2022 after the Ukrainian invasion was condemned. Fourth, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The President of Ukraine will attend the G20 Bali Summit virtually at the invitation of Indonesia. He is expected to lobby global leaders for a stronger response to the Russian invasion. Fifth, leaders of European Union countries. French President Emmanuel Macron will be the biggest name to represent the European Union at the 2022 G20 Summit and is expected to meet Xi Jinping. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz represents Europe's largest economy, while right-wing Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni will head the Rome delegation. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and European Council Chair Charles Michel are also scheduled to attend. 6. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. The new British Prime Minister will head to his first G20 summit to meet Western allies, in particular Biden, to discuss bilateral relations and multilateral cooperation on the AUKUS Pact with Australia and the US. 7th, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Many state leaders are reported to be meeting Modi, including Biden, Macron and Sunak, as the first British Prime Minister of Indian descent. Indonesia will hand over G20 presidency to India in 2023. 8. Joko Widodo. Indonesia, as the host of this event, will hold bilateral meetings with almost all the leaders of the guest countries. Jokowi will focus to meet on global cooperation and economic recovery. 9th, leaders of other countries. The G7 members, namely Canada, Australia, and Japan, will be represented by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Anthony Albanese, and Fumio Kishida, respectively. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol will arrive in Bali after being preoccupied with the spate of North Korean missile tests. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman will represent Saudi Arabia, while United Arab Emirates President Mohammed bin Yadin Al Nahyan will also attend. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan attend in person. Then, the only African country in the G20, namely South Africa, was led by President Cyril Ramaphosa. Brazil was represented by Minister of Foreign Affairs Carlos Franca because even though Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva won the election, country of Samba was still in process of transitioning to a new president. Mexico is also presented by Foreign Minister Marcelo Ebrard. Then Argentine President Alberto Fernandez will lead the Buenos Aires delegation in Bali. The UN President General Antonio Guterres will attend as an observer at the 2022 G20 Summit. That's the news for today. See you in the next Actual News. Great, thanks, Tribun.